Hey guys, this is Loki. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get to your charging handle in case your charging handle breaks. I've seen a couple people on YouTube asking how to get to it, or in case you bought this aftermarket one off of WGC shop. It's pretty cool. It's got this nice little red line in it. It's only 35 bucks, so I recommend getting it if you wanted to make your vector a little bit different than all the others. I've already taken the liberty of stripping my upper and lower for you. I'm sure if you are here looking at this, you already know how to do that. If not, I suggest you jump online real quick and look at how to do that, because you should know how to do that first. Alright, first thing I'd recommend you do is get some needle nose or a little tool with a hook and just remove that spring. That's what makes your charging handle snap back into place. Second off, you're going to need two size Allen keys, one for the small by the bolt assist and one for these other screws. Remove these screws. They're not Loctited in. They'll come out fairly easily. Removing your inner frame is a fairly simple and straightforward task. Just got to remove about 8 or 10 screws, and then it just slides right out. As far as I've found, there's no tutorials online for how to do this, and the KWA Vector Manual is a great tool for showing where parts go or whatever, but there's no disassembly or assembly guide, so I'm making one for you guys. It's real straightforward and simple. I personally am not a fan of Allens because, in my opinion, they are the quickest to strip out of the whole screw family. Maybe Hex's screw strips quicker. Alright, so we removed 1, 2, 3, and your rail on this side. 1, 2, 3, no rail comes on this side. I don't know what that's about. Need a smaller one for these 4 right here. Remove these. To be honest, having you completely disassemble the lower half of your vector just to get to the charging handle, in my opinion, is kind of a bummer. But I don't know. There's no springs or anything in here. Well, there's a spring right here, but it doesn't really come out. So try and keep all your screws together. Stay nice and organized. All these screws are the same size, so you don't need to worry about anything like that. So we removed all the screws. You don't have to mess with your mag release or anything. Okay, you've removed your spring right here. It snaps, it just falls back into the charging handle assembly, so you don't have to worry about losing that. And when you first do this, it might require a little bit of pull. I've done it a couple times now, so it just slides right out. Grab it. I've already removed my barrel, if you can tell. There's just a screw that holds it in right here. Okay, hook your finger through and just pull it out. I pulled it out for the first time this way, but maybe it'll be easier to pull it out, so I'll show you that again. Slide it back in like so. You'll know it's all lined up when your little serial number right here is in this slot and this slot matches up. So yeah, do it from the bottom and just pull it out. Set this to the side. Now the screw setup in here is very, very important. Okay, you can't see in here, but there's a slot, and your inner barrel slides into it. Slides into this hole here. Okay, like so. There's a slot, and there's a screw that goes through, and there's a hole. And if you put one of the other screws in there, your inner barrel will not be able to slide in. Okay, so I like to space them out. Set aside a little spot here. and space them out as they're supposed to go. So put this guy here, go short, long, and because gas blowbacks have a bit of force in them, short, long, short. They're probably placed like this for structural integrity, so that's very important. Make sure you don't fuck it up. Long, long, okay? Just remember that. Short, long, long. Okay, now remove this one. Flip it over. Now, you only have to take out all the screws on one side of your lower frame because you only need this side to get to the charging handle. Okay, so you don't have to take out the screws on the other side. Now, you'll notice my screws in here are Phillips flathead. Because, like I mentioned earlier, I hate Allens, and mine, the top one that I'm removing right now, they stripped on both sides. I think they were Loctited in. I'm not sure. I had to drill this side out to be able to remove this, and it was a real bummer situation. So we'll see if my lower frame snaps later. So yeah, remove all screws on this side. Remember your order. Like I said, short, long, long. Short, long, long. And then both the screws for this are long. I like to just put them back in to keep everything organized. Alright, now just pop it. Slide this forward a little bit. Maybe. Come on, guy. Okay, it comes apart. And then just slide this out. And there you have it. Your charging handle. I would show you how to reassemble, but I'm going to be polishing my rails and showing a quick how-to video for polishing because somebody asked for it. Oh, and then just to remove your charging handle, it's pretty simple. There's just a drift pin here. Get a punch. And slide it out. I'd recommend you keep it in there just because. The spring in here is a little tricky to figure out how to get it back in. It's right here. It sits on the charging handle, and then there's another part here. So when you go ahead and slide it back in, make sure that the spring lines up. There's a little groove on top. Set it in there. Slide your charging handle in. Yes, I know I should be using a hammer for this, but crescent wrench. What are you gonna sue me? Come on. Okay, and just make sure that bad boy's nice and flush. And there you have it, charging handle goodness. Yeah, I'm not going to reassemble it because I need to polish these rails. I want to just do some little tests to see how nice and crisp I can get this to cycle by polishing everything. I've already polished up my bolt. Got a nice little mirror shine on there. I'll be posting up a how-to video on how to quickly and neatly polish everything that you could possibly need to polish in here. Alright, that's it. Keep track of your screws. Take it nice and slow. You'll be fine. Loki out.